Today, 16 November 2017, market open negative and trade downwards, forming a wide range reversal bar. Down 27 point at 3341. Now over here, we're a very strong rally, and over these 2 days itself, market was not able to close well. And the next day, we have a reversal bar. However, it's still too early to conclude anything. The next day, market broke the support at 3395, so that's negative, and today we have a follow through. On a short-term basis, we are likely to see a throwback to test the resistance at 3395, support is at 3320. The fact that we have 3 wide range reversal bars is generally negatives, and our bias is towards the downside, so any long trades would have to be very careful. Now let's turn our attentions to the S&P 500. Mentioned in the money coaching as well as several of the market outlook seminars, S&P has been trading within an anchor channel, and over here we have very directional move, and it broke the upward trend line. You may well test the lower channel line at about 2500, so these are the levels we like to watch. However, breaking the lower channel line will be very negative, so this is something we need to be aware of. So going forwards, we do expect retracement in S&P 500, and it has influence on Singapore. Now let's take a look at some of the strong stocks. Yangzijiang. Over here we have very nice consolidation patterns, and here just before the resistance is a pullback, broke on the upside and makes successive high. Today we have a inside day with low volume. This is generally healthy. Look for a break above this high here of 173. This is Costco. Over here we have very nice contraction breakout, and the stock was very aggressive, managed to actually trade successive high and breaking the resistance at about 51552, followed by pullback. We notice actually is hanging above the support. This is generally positive, and we would like to actually wait for it to complete its pullback and eventually take out the recent high here of 61 cents. UMS. After a period of consolidation, managed to actually break with a gap, followed by pullback today, low volume. Again, wait for it to complete its pullback and break above this high here of 117. Despite weak market sentiments, we have breakout in Innotex. Notice over here we have very nice pullback, and today managed to actually trade a wide range bar. Be mindful of the gap itself is the resistance. Alright, and there were a lot of bars ahead, so you have these trades, just have to watch out and take profit at the resistance will be a good things to do. Likewise, Data Pulse broke up yesterday, and today we had a nice follow through. If you take a look, the stock's actually new high, high volume, look for pullback, and we look for a new setup. For the Empire, this stock's actually forming a consolidation pattern over here, but you can see the trust pattern. Look for a break above the high of 72 cents. IPO was a stock that actually broke up, but was not able to actually hold above the gaps. Now pull back, more likely to become range bound. Consider much resilient if you're going to compare that with the other stock. Again, you'll take some time before it complete, and I would like to see it take out the high here of 208. This is unusual. Stock making a high today, but didn't close well, likely to pull back. Again, during pullback, we look for setup. Another slightly stronger stock is Genting Singapore. After the gap up, make a run and now pull back. This is a small dipper. Look for a break above the high here of 136. Let's turn our attentions to the strong stock we've been discussing for quite some time. Of course, right now it comes with some selling. This is Venture. I mentioned the previous video itself, this is a bit overextended and likely to pull back, and this is what you're experiencing right now. Again, usually after a strong move, you're likely to actually trade sideways for a period of time. so we would have to leave the stock alone. DBS, very nice move here. And notice again we have very large bar here. It's a bit overextended. See, the daylight is quite big. Now we're experiencing pullback, successive lower lows. Again, usually it may become a range bar. We do expect an upswing, and stock may well go sideways. DBS is still considered much favorable if you were to compare that with OCBC and UOB. This stock's actually turned down. If you take a look, it's trading below the SMA. Again, successive lows, so get throw back, perhaps look for opportunity to shorts. Likewise for UOB. So notice actually majorities of the bank stocks around weakens, especially UOB and OCBC. Alright, right now it's testing as the 26 SMA. Again, if there's a feeble reactions, it may actually well roll over. Keppel Corp. There was some sell down in oil, and stock actually react accordingly. Notice actually over here it was actually chopping along, and it actually failed 3 in a row. And look for a throwback, and perhaps we can short the stocks. By the time the 1326 SMA would have turned down. If you look at Sembcorp Marine and Sembcorp Industry is much worse. This is Sembcorp Marine. Notice a gap here. And look for throwback. I mean, you can look for opportunity to short the stocks. You notice actually end of the day it may well be a support resistance trade. Very big swing. Sembcorp Industry pretty obvious. Notice. Alright, if you happen to have this short this stocks, you just have to be cautious if you approach the support. Mentioned the previous last few videos that property stock has already weakened and rolled over, and this is CDL, one of the earlier one that rolled over. Again, today trade a inside day, not likely to hold, may fail. Grocoland. Right, notice a severe roll down. And today trade inside day, low volumes. It's quite a weak signal, may well fail. So most of the property stock has similar patterns. Olam. Notice the rollover is pretty violent. Look for throwback, and we look for opportunity to short the stocks. We want to ride on the momentums. On the downside, this is high flux. Again, very directional. Notice after period consolidation, stock actually break down, slightly to throw back. Wilmer is a stock that actually begins to actually break. If you notice here, we have a very nice consolidation patterns, and it actually broke on the downside, followed by inside day today make another low. Alright, just be mindful again, if you approach the supports, you should be careful. You could exhibit violent throwback. So markets actually sentiment has turned negative for the last 3 days itself. Most of the big cap stocks has already turned down. There are only selective strong stocks, so we got to be careful. In particular, Costco, Yangzijiang, and some of the tech stock we mentioned, like Innotex, Data Pulse. Other than that, most of the big cap stocks has already turned down, so we got to be very careful, and it's better to actually take short position than long.